New Zealand, a traveller's paradise that is often described as the most beautiful country in the world, is a place where nature reigns supreme. From the jaw-dropping fjords of the South Island to the geothermal wonders of the North Island, this is a country of contrasts and stunning diversity. Whether you're a backpacker looking to hike through some of the most scenic trails on Earth, or someone seeking a luxurious escape on golden beaches, New Zealand has it all. In this video, we'll journey through 12 incredible places you need to visit, each offering something unique. But before we dive into those locations, let's start with some interesting facts about New Zealand. New Zealand is known for more than just its stunning scenery. Here are some interesting and fun facts that will make you appreciate this amazing country even more. Did you know that New Zealand's population of around 5 million people is outnumbered by the sheep population? With over 25 million sheep, the ratio is about 5-1. You'll see sheep grazing in almost every part of the country, contributing to its beautiful rural landscapes. New Zealand was ahead of its time when it became the first country in the world to grant women the right to vote in 1893. This was a landmark moment in history and reflects the country's progressive values. New Zealand is one of the youngest countries on Earth in terms of human settlement. The Maori people first arrived in New Zealand from Polynesia in the 13th century, while Europeans didn't settle until the 19th century, making it one of the last major land masses to be colonized. It is home to some of the most unique and endemic species in the world. The kiwi bird, which is a symbol of New Zealand, can't fly and is nocturnal. Kiwis, as New Zealanders like to call themselves, take great pride in this national icon. The Maori people, the indigenous Polynesian people of New Zealand, have a profound influence on the country's culture. The haka, a traditional war dance performed by Maori warriors, has become internationally recognized thanks to New Zealand's rugby team, the All Blacks. Now, let's explore the stunning destinations that make New Zealand a must-visit. Tucked away in the southwestern corner of New Zealand's South Island lies one of the most breathtaking natural wonders of the world, Milford Sound. Described by Rudyard Kipling as the eighth wonder of the world, this stunning fjord is part of the larger Fiordland National Park and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Milford Sound is a place where nature's raw power and beauty converge, offering travelers an unforgettable experience of towering cliffs, thundering waterfalls, and serene waters. Formed over thousands of years by the gradual movement of glaciers, Milford Sound's dramatic landscapes are a testament to the forces of nature. Today, it's one of New Zealand's most iconic and visited destinations, attracting adventurers, nature lovers, and photographers from all over the globe. One of the best ways to experience Milford Sound is by taking a boat cruise through its calm, deep waters. As you glide through the fjord, you'll feel dwarfed by the sheer size of the landscape. Cliffs rise nearly 1,200 meters above you, their faces covered in lush green rainforests that cling to the rock despite the seemingly vertical slopes. The waterfalls that tumble down these cliffs are especially spectacular after rain, which is frequent in this part of New Zealand. Milford Sound receives a staggering 182 days of rain each year, making it one of the wettest places on Earth. Fun fact, one of Milford Sound's most famous waterfalls, Stirling Falls, is over 150 meters tall, about 3 times the height of Niagara Falls. On boat tours, you can get so close to the falls that you'll feel the mist on your face. Welcome to Hobbiton, a place where fantasy becomes reality, and visitors can step directly into the enchanting world of J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth. Located in the rolling green hills of Matamata on New Zealand's North Island, this famous movie set was originally built for Peter Jackson's iconic films, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Today, it's a permanent fixture, attracting fans from around the world who come to experience the magic of Hobbiton firsthand. The picturesque setting, with its lush hills, quaint hobbit halls, and meandering pathways, feels like a storybook come to life. Every corner of Hobbiton is brimming with attention to detail, thanks to the passion and vision of Peter Jackson and his team of set designers. The 44 hobbit holes that are scattered throughout the landscape were designed to reflect the peaceful and simple lifestyle of hobbits. Each one has a round door painted in vibrant colors, with overgrown gardens filled with flowers, vegetables, and herbs. Smoke curls up from the chimneys, giving the impression that hobbits are home, preparing their next meal, or settling in for an afternoon nap. Rising majestically from the heart of the Southern Alps, Mount Cook, also known as Aoraki, stands as the highest mountain in New Zealand, piercing the clouds at an awe-inspiring 3,724 meters or 12,218 feet. Known to the indigenous Maori as Aoraki, which translates to cloud piercer, this iconic peak is much more than just a towering landmark. It's a place of deep cultural significance, a challenge for mountaineers, and a natural wonder that offers visitors some of the most spectacular views and adventures in the country. Situated within Aoraki, Mount Cook National Park, this region is part of the Te Waihipunamu, Southwest New Zealand World Heritage Area, recognized for its outstanding geological and ecological value. One of the most iconic views of Mount Cook is from the shores of Lake Pukaki, where the mountain's snowy peak is perfectly mirrored in the turquoise waters of the lake. This stunning scene is framed by fields of purple lupine flowers that bloom in the summer, adding vibrant colors to the already breathtaking landscape. For those who love hiking, Aoraki Mount Cook National Park offers some of the best trails in New Zealand. The popular Hooker Valley Track is a relatively easy hike that takes you through the dramatic alpine scenery, across swing bridges, and past roaring rivers fed by glacial meltwater. The trail ends at the Hooker Glacier Terminal Lake, where you can enjoy close-up views of Mount Cook, with icebergs often floating in the lake. Fun fact: the waters of Lake Pukaki and other glacial lakes in the area get their vibrant turquoise color from glacial flour, tiny particles of rock that are ground down by glaciers and suspended in the water, reflecting sunlight in shades of blue and green. Rotorua, located in the heart of New Zealand's North Island, is one of the country's most captivating destinations, renowned for its geothermal wonders and rich Maori culture. With its landscape shaped by volcanic activity, Rotorua offers visitors a surreal experience of steaming hot springs, bubbling mud pools, and geysers that erupt regularly, creating a dramatic, otherworldly scene. At the heart of Rotorua's geothermal activity is Tapuia, home to the largest active geyser in the Southern Hemisphere, the Pohutu Geyser. Pohutu erupts up to 20 times a day, sometimes sending water as high as 30 meters or 100 feet into the air. As you walk through the geothermal park, you'll be surrounded by steaming vents, pools of boiling mud, and vividly colored mineral terraces, evidence of the powerful forces beneath the Earth's surface. The name Rotorua comes from the Maori words roto, meaning lake, and rua, meaning two, referring to the region's second largest lake. However, what truly makes Rotorua special is the constant reminder of the geothermal forces at work. You'll smell the distinct odor of sulfur in the air as you explore, a sign that you're standing in one of the most geologically active regions in the world. At Tapuia, you'll not only witness geothermal wonders, but also have the opportunity to experience the richness of Maori culture firsthand. Tapuia is home to the New Zealand Maori Arts and Crafts Institute, where you can watch master carvers and weavers at work, continuing the ancient skills that have been passed down through generations. Fun fact: the pauhiri is the traditional Maori welcoming ceremony, and it involves speeches, songs, and the hongi, the touching of noses, symbolizing the sharing of breath and the unity of people. Tongariro National Park, New Zealand's oldest national park and a dual UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for both its natural beauty and cultural significance. Located in the center of New Zealand's North Island, this park is a volcanic wonderland, home to 3 active volcanoes, Mount Tongariro, Mount Ngauruhoe, and Mount Ruapehu. The dramatic landscape of Tongariro National Park is marked by rugged volcanic craters, steaming vents, alpine meadows, and stunning turquoise lakes. It's a place where the raw power of nature is on full display, and it offers some of the most breathtaking hikes and adventures in the country. One of the most iconic sites in Tongariro National Park is Mount Ngauruhoe, a near-perfect volcanic cone that many will recognize as Mount Doom from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy. Standing at 2,287 meters, or 7,503 feet, this active volcano is one of the park's most striking features, and it plays a central role in both the landscape and Maori mythology. For adventurers, hiking the slopes of Mount Ngauruhoe is a challenging yet rewarding experience, offering panoramic views of the surrounding volcanic plateau. While the climb to the summit is steep and involves scrambling over loose volcanic rock, the sense of achievement at reaching the top, coupled with the otherworldly views, is well worth the effort. However, visitors should be aware that Ngauruhoe is still an active volcano, and the climb is not without its risks. Fun fact: while Mount Ngauruhoe is famous worldwide as Mount Doom, it was also used as the filming location for Mordor in The Lord of the Rings. The barren, blackened landscape around the mountain provided the perfect setting for the dark, volcanic world of Mordor. Nestled between the crystal-clear waters of Lake Wakatipu and the rugged peaks of the Remarkables, Queenstown is known as the adventure capital of New Zealand, and for good reason. This bustling town on the South Island is famous for its wide array of outdoor activities that attract thrill-seekers and nature lovers from around the world. One of Queenstown's most iconic activities is bungee jumping, and it all started here. The first commercial bungee jump took place in 1988 at the Kawarau Bridge, where brave souls can leap 43 meters down toward the rushing river below. If that's not thrilling enough, the Nevis Bungee, located just outside Queenstown, offers a heart-pounding 134-meter drop, making it one of the highest bungee jumps in the world. For those who prefer their thrills at high speeds, the Shotover Jet offers an exhilarating ride through narrow canyons at speeds of up to 85 kilometers per hour. You'll feel the spray of water as the jet boat spins and weaves its way down the river, giving you a front-row seat to some of the most stunning scenery in the area. But if extreme sports aren't your thing, don't worry. Queenstown has plenty to offer those looking for a more relaxing experience. You can take a scenic gondola ride up to Bob's Peak for panoramic views of the town and the lake, or simply enjoy a leisurely walk around the shores of Lake Wakatipu, New Zealand's third largest lake. For something truly special, embark on a cruise aboard the TSS Earnslaw, a vintage steamship that has been ferrying passengers across the lake since 1912. Fun fact: the town's name was originally inspired by Queen Victoria, and it was said that Queenstown was fit for a queen. Hidden beneath the rolling hills of the Waitomo region lies one of New Zealand's most magical and otherworldly attractions, the Waitomo Glowworm Caves. These ancient limestone caves are home to a dazzling natural light show, courtesy of thousands of glowworms that illuminate the caverns like a starry night sky. This unique phenomenon has made the Waitomo Caves one of the most sought-after destinations for travelers in New Zealand. Your journey into the caves begins with a guided tour that leads you deep underground. As you pass through the narrow limestone corridors, your guide will explain how these caves were formed over millions of years through the slow action of water carving out the rock. The name Waitomo comes from the Maori words wai, meaning water, and tomo, meaning hole or shaft, a fitting description for this vast underground network. The real magic begins when you board a small boat and float silently through the cave's underground river. As the darkness surrounds you, you'll begin to notice tiny pinpoints of light glowing above. These aren't stars, but glowworms, thousands of them, creating an ethereal display that leaves visitors speechless. The glowworm species found here, Arachnocampa luminosa, is unique to New Zealand. These tiny creatures produce a blue-green light to attract prey, creating a bioluminescent spectacle that has to be seen to be believed. The stillness of the water, the quiet hum of nature, and the soft glow of the worms create a serene and otherworldly atmosphere that feels like stepping into another realm. Fun fact: the glowworms you see lighting up the caves are actually in their larval stage. They remain in this stage for up to 11 months, during which they produce light to attract prey. Once they pupate and become adults, they live for only a few days and do not eat, focusing solely on reproduction. Franz Josef Glacier, one of New Zealand's most unique and accessible glaciers, where the power of nature is on full display. Located on the west coast of the South Island in Westland Tai-Putini National Park, the glacier flows from the lofty heights of the Southern Alps down into a temperate rainforest, a rare and awe-inspiring sight. Franz Josef is one of only a few glaciers in the world that descends into such a lush, low-altitude environment, making it a truly exceptional natural wonder. Named after the Austrian Emperor Franz Josef I by the German explorer Julius von Haast in 1865, the glacier is constantly on the move. Glaciers are essentially rivers of ice. formed from centuries of compacted snow, and Franz Josef Glacier flows at a relatively fast pace compared to other glaciers around the world, sometimes advancing up to 70 centimeters per day. As it moves, the glacier carves out dramatic ice formations, including deep crevasses, towering ice falls, and massive caves. The deep electric blue color of the ice is caused by the compression of snow and the exclusion of air bubbles, creating a dense ice that reflects only the blue spectrum of light. These glacial ice formations are constantly evolving, so no two visits are ever the same. Each hike reveals new features and paths, making it a truly dynamic experience. Fun fact: Franz Josef Glacier is one of the fastest-moving glaciers in the world, which means the landscape is always shifting. New ice caves and crevasses can appear almost overnight, giving each visitor a different perspective on this stunning natural wonder. Nestled at the top of New Zealand's South Island lies Abel Tasman National Park, a paradise of golden sandy beaches, crystal-clear turquoise waters, and lush coastal forests. This park may be New Zealand's smallest national park, but what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in natural beauty. With its sheltered bays inviting beaches and native forests that stretch right down to the water's edge, Abel Tasman is the perfect destination for outdoor enthusiasts, beach lovers, and anyone looking to experience some of the most pristine coastal landscapes in the world. One of the best ways to explore Abel Tasman National Park is by kayak gliding across its calm, sheltered waters. The coastline is dotted with hidden coves, sandy beaches, and rocky outcrops, making it an ideal place for a leisurely paddle. Kayaking allows you to access remote spots that are otherwise unreachable by foot, offering a sense of solitude and serenity as you drift past native bush granite cliffs and stunning sea views. As you paddle, keep an eye out for wildlife like New Zealand fur seals, which often sunbathe on the rocks, or pods of playful dolphins swimming alongside your kayak. Many visitors also spot little blue penguins diving beneath the surface in search of fish, adding an extra touch of magic to the experience. For those who prefer to explore on foot, the Abel Tasman Coast Track is one of New Zealand's great walks and offers some of the most scenic hiking in the country. Stretching for 60 kilometers or 37 miles along the park's coastline, the track takes hikers through a diverse landscape of native forest, tranquil estuaries, and golden beaches. The trail is well maintained and accessible for hikers of all levels, with plenty of opportunities to stop for a swim in the clear waters or to relax on a secluded beach. Along the way, you'll cross swinging bridges over rushing rivers, pass through towering trees, and enjoy panoramic views of the bays and islands that dot the horizon. Fun fact: while the full Abel Tasman Coast Track takes around 3 to 5 days to complete, many visitors choose to hike shorter sections, combining walking with water taxis or kayaking to create a customized adventure. The Bay of Islands, a subtropical paradise located on the northern coast of New Zealand's North Island. With more than 140 islands scattered across the sparkling blue waters of the Pacific Ocean, the Bay of Islands is a region of natural beauty, rich history, and marine adventure. The Bay of Islands is perhaps most famous for its marine life and is one of the best places in New Zealand for dolphin watching. Many visitors take boat tours out into the bay, where they're often rewarded with sightings of playful bottlenose dolphins, which thrive in these waters. It's not uncommon for dolphins to swim right up to the boats, leaping out of the water and putting on a show for onlookers. In addition to dolphins, you might also spot orcas, seals, and even whales during their migration season. Beyond its natural beauty, the Bay of Islands is also one of New Zealand's most significant cultural and historical sites. It was here, at the Waitangi Treaty Grounds, that New Zealand's founding document, the Treaty of Waitangi, was signed in 1840 between Maori chiefs and representatives of the British Crown. This historic event marked the beginning of New Zealand as a nation and has left a lasting legacy that continues to shape the country today. One of the most iconic landmarks in the Bay of Islands is the Hole in the Rock, a striking natural arch located at the tip of Cape Brett. This towering rock formation has been sculpted by centuries of wind and water erosion, creating a massive hole through which boats can pass. Fun fact: divers can explore other shipwrecks in the region, including the HMNZS Canterbury, a former naval frigate that was deliberately sunk to create an artificial reef. Just a 35-minute ferry ride from Auckland, Waiheke Island is a world away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Known as the Island of Wine, Waiheke is a tranquil haven where vineyards stretch across rolling hills, golden beaches beckon, and the laid-back island lifestyle invites you to slow down and savor the moment. Whether you're here to sip on world-class wines, explore the vibrant art scene, or simply unwind by the sea, Waiheke offers an idyllic escape just a stone's throw from New Zealand's largest city. Waiheke Island is world-renowned for its wineries, producing some of New Zealand's best Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Chardonnay wines. With over 30 vineyards scattered across the island, wine lovers are spoiled for choice when it comes to tastings and tours. Each vineyard offers something unique, whether it's boutique wineries focused on organic practices or larger estates that blend fine wine with breathtaking ocean views. One of the island's most famous vineyards is Mudbrick Vineyard, where visitors can sample award-winning wines while enjoying panoramic views of the Aoraki Gulf and Auckland's skyline in the distance. Another must-visit is Cable Bay Vineyards, known for its stunning modern architecture and gourmet restaurant that pairs local produce with perfectly crafted wines. Fun fact: Waiheke Island's unique microclimate, with long, sunny summers and mild winters, makes it ideal for grape growing, giving its wines distinct characteristics that are highly sought after around the world. Nestled in the heart of New Zealand's Mackenzie Basin, Lake Tekapo is a destination of unparalleled beauty, renowned for its brilliant turquoise waters, dramatic mountain backdrop, and clear night skies. Surrounded by the towering peaks of the Southern Alps, Lake Tekapo offers visitors a stunning contrast between the rugged wilderness of the high country and the serenity of the lake. One of the most striking features of Lake Tekapo is the lake's incredible turquoise color, which seems almost unreal. This vivid blue hue is caused by fine particles of glacial flour, tiny fragments of rock ground down by glaciers, that are suspended in the water. As sunlight hits the water, these particles reflect light in such a way that the lake appears to glow in shades of blue and green, creating an otherworldly effect. Lake Tekapo is fed by meltwater from the Southern Alps, and its stunning color is especially vibrant on clear, sunny days. The lake itself is the second largest of 3 lakes that run along the northern edge of the Mackenzie Basin, with Lake Pukaki and Lake Ohau, completing the trio of glacial lakes that make this region so remarkable. While Lake Tekapo is stunning by day, it's after the sun sets that one of its most magical features is revealed: the night sky. Lake Tekapo sits within the Aoraki Mackenzie International Dark Sky Reserve, one of the world's largest and most pristine dark sky reserves, making it one of the best places on Earth for stargazing. Free from the light pollution that affects much of the world, the skies over Lake Tekapo are so clear that you can see the Milky Way distant galaxies, and even the southern lights, Aurora Australis, during certain times of the year. From the mystical fjords of Milford Sound to the golden beaches of Abel Tasman, New Zealand is a land of endless wonders. Every region offers something new to discover: breathtaking landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and unforgettable adventures. Whether you're seeking adrenaline-pumping activities, serene natural beauty, or a deeper connection with Maori culture, New Zealand has it all. So, if you've ever dreamed of visiting a place where nature takes center stage and adventure awaits around every corner, New Zealand should be at the top of your travel list. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the wonders of New Zealand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel inspiration. See you on our next adventure.